this is an inspirational story that people should see. And so far, when we tested the movie early on, it's the highest testing movie I've ever made. So,
wow.
And we've made a few hits along the way.
Thank you so much for having the time to talk to us. So first of all, what I want to know is, this is such an incredible story, so touching. And how does a story like this, ended up in your desk in the first place? Like the beginning.
Jeff Nathanson, who's a writer that wrote one of the Pirates for us, he has 2 young daughters, and he couldn't find anything for them to watch. So he went to a used bookstore and found this book, Young Woman in the Sea. And he brought it to us, and he said, I think this would make a terrific movie. And we agreed. He wrote a great screenplay. It took us 9 years to get it made. But we're very fortunate that Daisy agreed to come on the ride with us, and Jochen, who's an Academy Award nominated director, decided that he wanted to be part of the party too. So we got them all together, and finally Disney stepped up and said, we're going to make this. This is an inspirational story that people should see. And so far, when we tested the movie early on, it's the highest testing movie I've ever made. So,
wow.
And we've made a few hits along the way. So once you see this movie, you have to talk about it. It really moves you. It's emotional. And I think people love to go to the cinema to be moved, to be transported to another place, another time. And then when you see that parade at the end, you realize that this is real, this is true, this woman really existed, and she accomplished this amazing feat.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, because this is not your regular sports movie, how
Right.
would you define it in that sense?
Well, it's really a story about family, and about 2 sisters who come together, and the love and admiration between these 2 sisters, and how they have to take different paths in their lives. One has to take the convention of what a woman is supposed to be doing in those days, and then Trudy, who broke the rules and did something extraordinary.
And there are so many aspects, as you were saying before, that are so moving of a story. What was the thing that you were like, wow, I really didn't know anything about this in particular, and this actually really moved me?
I think the whole thing. I mean, the fact that this girl almost died when she was 6 or 7 years old, the fact that she was hard of hearing, the fact that she was an immigrant, and she had everything going against her. She was seen to be in the kitchen, not in the water, and how she broke that kind of the mores of the time and went on to do something extraordinary. And the fact that you just don't know about it, we felt that was so important for audiences to see. And when you see the parade at the end, the real parade, you realize that this actually happened. And she was a worldwide phenomenon for those days, when there was not the kind of communications we have today. There was just the newspapers, and that was it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jerry, for your time, and I really, really enjoyed the movie. So congratulations.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.